I want to say thank you to everybody who decided to watch this video. I want to send a special shout out to my patrons and Twitch subscribers. You guys help me make this channel better. And I want to say, enjoy the show.
It is this Pokemon! Hey! Hey! I say do something. Booga booga!
come here. Call 911, son. Call 911.
But Mom, it's this Pokemon! Oh, you're right! Here you go.
Hey!
Grandma, it's this Pokemon! Is this Pokemon? Hi!
Hey, kids, you want some candy?
Of course! It is this Pokemon!
Oh, it is!
Let's watch a horror movie. Ooga! Ooga! Let's go to the graveyard. It is Pokemon! Let's do a prank call. It is a Pokemon! Let's play horror games. Ooga booga! Let's go downstairs. Kids, it is November! It's a spooky before Christmas! Ooga booga! You just got spooked!
Animals are innocent, don't be species.
All right, there we go. Let me get this other camera out of here. Let's start over, shall we? All right, so as you guys know, that I do a lot of my channel on anti spirit shit. And well, let's talk about one of my you are eating your words. Ha ha ha. But let's go talk about one of my favorite persons. Here we go. Just motherfucking Pearl. And let's do this. Let's do some Diablo motherfucking 3. Shall we? Here. Let's go. Because it's a spooky month. So let's just hit it shit. And let's see what they're talking about today. Shall we?
Welcome to the Just Pearly Things YouTube channel. Welcome to Morning Coffee Thoughts, where
So here's my thing. And I'll be very honest with you guys. I don't mind. Look, I'm going to say this and be very honest with you guys. A lot of this red pill content actually makes sense with some of the problems that they describe. Now, I know you're probably thinking like, wait, what do you mean by that? There are problems that are hurting men and, surprisingly enough, women as well. It doesn't make the prescriptions that they're talking about it right. No, that's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is there are problems that affect a lot of people nowadays. But these people only focus as if it's just harming men. And it's not. It's harming all of us. But let's just go, shall we?
I tell you my thoughts in the morning while I drink coffee. Actually, today I'm drinking chai tea. Everyone in the comments last time was telling me chai is just tea. Well, guys, when I go to Starbucks and I order a chai tea, they give me this sugar milky goodness. So I don't know what it is, but it's not just straight tea. And I'm trying to be healthier, so I'm...
It's Diablo 2 remastered or resurrection.
Make it at home now, so it's like less sugary. Anyways, before I start, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell. That way you're going to be notified of my daily videos. Also, sign up for my memberships. On the second tier, you get access to my Discord and behind the scenes vlogs. Third tier...
Okay, no, we're not going to do that. As a matter of fact, if you want to actually spend your money listening to something better, subscribe to my channel. That would be the Crimson 60620 channel on YouTube or subscribing to my Twitch. Yeah. But let's go.
What are we talking about today? So, I want to talk about modern women.
Oh boy.
And it's like such an interesting phenomenon that we have going on. Oh wait, hold on. Let me close my door. Hold on.
Oh my God. She has no body. Now, I don't want to talk badly about somebody, but she has no body. Like, she has no body, but... Okay, I'm just being an asshole. All right, let's go.
Okay, sorry. It's such an interesting phenomenon that we have going on.
And you know what? I do want to take time. Like, she is someone who is talked about people being out of shape or overweight and shit like that. She's caught hell for it. I released a video about it recently. But it's the fact that she isn't appealing to me. Like, Like, literally, she's talking about who wants to date a fat chick. Like, I would date some fat chicks. Like, I like tits and like ass. But, that's what I like. And for somebody like this to just talk down about people because it's not her fucking taste, I think that opens her up to criticism herself. But let's go.
We live in this culture where our mothers and wives are me, 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 me first.
Wait, does she think that fathers and sons or whatever the fuck it is, do she think that they're not about me, 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 me? Like, this is like this, like, are we really doing this? Are we really doing this? Where it's okay, raise some skeletons. Good. Raise some more skeletons. Raise some more skeletons. But let's go.
And it's just interesting because when I was growing up, my mom always told me, like, once you have kids, it's not about you anymore. So if you want to be selfish, like, do that before you have kids, because when you have kids, like, your whole life changes and it's not about you.
Now, this is true. However, I will say this. I am tired of living in a world where we tell women that their only good quality is being a mother. I've seen too many women, and I'm quite older. Like, I'm 40. And I'm tired of living in a world where we only place value on a woman based on if she's reproduced or not. That's not what we should be doing. Everybody has inherent value, whether or not they reproduced or not. But let's go.
And she also made sure I knew that my life isn't over if I have kids. Like, I just saw a video about it, and this woman was saying, like, her life was over. And I'm thinking, like, my parents still did all the same shit when, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm sure their lives were different, but, like, we got to travel the world. Like, I grew up going to...
So you grew up in an affluent family. Like, that's just it. You grew up in an affluent family where not everybody has that capability. And that's the thing, like, man, a lot of these people who sit back and say, oh, I don't have any this, I don't have any that, they really grew up in families where they had money. Or they grew up in families where they fucking I guess were able to not have to find an identity because that's what their identity was, money. But let's go.
To a different national park every summer. And I know everyone's going to say, well, that's because you guys were rich. And I'm like, well, we weren't always rich. And we always made sure to, like, my parents would, like, show us whatever they could. So it would be a national park. You know, like, how expensive is that to go camping with your family?
It can be a lot if you can't take the time off of work. It can be a lot. Like, some people can't take the time off of work because they don't have that capability with their job. It's about what they can afford and what they can afford. Yes, sometimes you can even have paid vacation and not take that vacation because you have other commitments that you need to do, or the overtime that you work is not the same as your regular time, and working is that. But let's continue.
But it's like modern women would rather just go to the club. And I'm like, what is wrong with you people? Like, don't...
Wait, no. Wait, what? Why do you think just modern women just would rather go to the club? And if they wanted to go to the club, first, what the fuck is wrong with that? Not only that, a family trip that can take upwards of 2 weeks, or a club that can take a couple of hours. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Again, you're taking this thing as if, oh no, they just want to go to the club because, like, sometimes you can only go to the club. Sometimes you can only go as far as a day trip would actually take you. That's not. It's incredibly elitist. It's condescending. And we know Pearl is a condescending motherfucker. But let's go.
get me wrong. my family drinks. We'll go to the bar, but we'll go to the bar with our brothers. Like, it is not I don't drink, but like my family does. And it is not, and the other thing is, I'm so interesting to hear this phenomenon of women leaving when they're not like happy. And I'm just thinking, what if my mom left my dad when she wasn't happy? I'm like,
Wait, what? So yes, if you're in a relationship that is unfulfilling to you, stay in it because you want to make somebody else feel better. What the fuck? And this is from somebody who actually has lived through divorce. If somebody's not happy, they're not going to treat you well. What part of that don't you get? It's almost as if bitches need to know their place and stay in their place. Like, that's the bullshit, man. That's some bullshit. Like that, if for you to tell somebody, oh, if you're not happy, then you should just stay there because it makes somebody else feel better. Like, the fuck? All right, let's go.
like, because you're not like, fuck your happiness. Your happiness doesn't even matter. And then people say like, you're young, you don't know.
Wait. So are we gonna say that to the fucking incels that, hey, fuck your happiness? Women don't want to sleep with you. You should be okay with that. No, of course they're not gonna say that because, for real, Pearl is, if anything, a pick-me. And no, I don't have a problem calling her a pick-me because she is literally playing the side of these want to be victimized as spoiled little brats of dudes who don't even want to try. And look, I leave. What's up to Italy? I literally put no effort into the amount of me spending time with women. I'm just myself. I'm just not fucking angry. It's not hard to actually find someone who wants to spend time with you. And maybe later they want to spend time with your penis. Like, it's not that fucking hard. It's not hard at all. You just don't have to be so fucking angry about shit all the time. Oh, I didn't get what I wanted. Oh, this is bad. Like, no. You know what? If this person doesn't want to touch your penis, there will be somebody else that will want to. But let's continue.
How life is. And sure, I am young, hands up. But it's just like, I don't need that much life experience to know that leaving because you're not happy is selfish when you have children. Like, after the kids are out of the house, I feel like fair game, do what you want.
Yes, because you have the unfortunate misgivings of letting somebody or coming in somebody or letting somebody come in you. You should do a 18-year stint, sometimes even more, because multiple times. That's what should happen. Because reasons. Like, do she hear herself? Like, oh yeah, no, because you're unhappy and whatever that brings, you should just stay there because reasons. Like, the fuck? Okay, let's go.
You have a responsibility to those children to raise them in a two-parent home. And I just can't
You can't what?
believe the selfishness of modern day women. And like, their kids are like their handbag.
But wait. What about guys that leave because they're unhappy? Like, what the fuck? Like, does she not think that guys leave because they're unhappy? That happens, right? Guys can't be unhappy in a relationship because they do nothing wrong, right? Right? Is that the... No, of course. She's gonna blame all the problems that happen on women because those bitches have choices now, and because they have a choice, they should choose to stay with a man no matter how they feel about him. The fuck? Okay, let's go.
Like, it's really weird. I'll look at their Instagrams and it's like thought pictures, okay? And then their kid is like a handbag. I've never really been into like thoughty pictures.
We know. But here's the thing. I'm gonna ask this. would you say the same thing about a guy who you know takes pictures, Instagram pictures with his shirt off? I'm just wondering, like, would you do that? Would you be upset with that? Those thought pictures too. Shit, a guy flexing on Instagram trying to show how much fucking money he got. Those are thought pictures. Like they're thought pictures. Those are thought pictures. Motherfuckers, fuck you. Like a guy walking out with motherfucking gray sweatpants. Those are thought pictures. The fuck you walking out with gray sweatpants? I know some women who would like be like, yo, the fuck you going? Like, I'm going outside, chilling. Not with them gray sweatpants on. Oh, the guys that she. Okay, I got it. I forgot. The guys that she's talking about don't have big dicks. All right, let's go.
I'm sure maybe here and there I'll show a little too much like I'm tall, okay? But I'm like, why is your ass on Instagram and you have a son? Man, like, you have...
Because she's not looking at her Instagram and, like, she had the ass before she had the son. Like there are some things, like, wait, do you think that a woman can't be sexual when they have kids? I have some bad news to tell you. Like, how do you think they got the kids? Like, the fuck? How do you think the kids got here? Because because mama was fucking. They mama was fucking. That's how the kids got here. They mama was fucking. And it's okay. People can fuck. And people can like having sex. Look. You know the best way for a lot of these guys to get women to actually like them again, or like them at all, is to promise them that they would have some good sex. I'm just saying, like, when you can promise a woman to have good sex, she may actually want to talk to you again, or she may want to actually give you some of her sex oasis. Fuck, I don't know. I got sex oasis from watching another clown that I watch. Let's go.
A son, a child, like, I cannot. If my mom was out here posting ass pictures, oh my god, I would die inside.
Why? How do you think you got here? And what she said, she had like 4 brothers. How do you think y'all got here? Your mama was fucking. That's what was happening. Your mama was fucking. That's how you got there. Your mama was fucking. Like, that's the thing that happened. They was having sex. But, it's weird for you because you're a fucking prude. But let's go.
I would die inside. That would be so embarrassing. That would be so embarrassing. And that's the thing, like, modern day women want everything to be about them. They need to be the center of attention, even when they have children, when it's, like, literally not about you anymore. And that's what I see as...
Wait, how? Because they want to be able to be free to do of choice? I'm not understanding that one. I don't get that. Like, because they want to have freedom of choice, they're being selfish. Please tell me how. Like, it's literally saying that because you don't want to be miserable in a relationship, then, like, you are being spoiled. Like, no, nobody wants to be miserable in a relationship. And to be honest with you, men shouldn't want to be miserable in a relationship. If you're in a relationship and it's making you miserable, you need to get out that relationship. I don't care how hard it will be to find somebody else. No. It is better to fucking love than lost than stand in a fucking ass relationship that's gonna fucking hurt you in the long run. I'm sorry, that's not a good thing. It's not noble. It's not some kind of sacrifice that you're making. You are literally consigning yourself to be miserable because of a societal standard. Like, what the fuck? No. I'm not gonna do that. That's not gonna happen. That's not going to happen. But let's continue.
A lot of problems in the dating market. Like, I think men have their issues too, and I know this isn't popular to say, but like, men.
It's not popular with your audience, but we have things called reality. Like the fuck, that's the thing. It's not popular with your audience, and you're doing this for your audience. Of course you are. But let's go.
Have been feminized, and men, I think there's a lot more like simps than there's ever been, but I think it starts with the women. Like, I don't think the way that men are now would have happened if it weren't for the women. And it really makes me think, like, what happened to our generation?
Explain why you think that there is more, as you call it, simps. Like, what? Men being nice to women? Like the fuck? What would you rather them do? Grab a knock a bitch over her head, club her, and drag her by her head back to the cave? Like, what the fuck? Is that what you rather for a man to do? Treat women like property? Like, is that what you want? I can tell you this. I would never, ever respect any woman that will allow me to treat her like property or a child. It's just not worth it. It is not worth it. Because in the end, what it does, it just tells me that you're a plaything. And I'm sorry. I want a woman to play with, but not be a plaything. Yeah, that makes sense, but you got to really think about it. But let's go.
And I genuinely feel like our generation is the way it is because we were raised by selfish women. And so because we were raised by selfish women, like, our generation is very narcissistic. Like, I was reading the definition of a narcissist, and I swear to God, it reminded me of the modern women I've talked to on my show. I swear to God. It's like a grand.
Says the woman who got upset because people called her out about talking about people and their weight. Because you have to be cruel to somebody in order to love them. Yeah. Well, let's go.
Grandiose, like, self-importance, like something like that. I'm like, God damn. All these bitches that think they're tens. Like, what?
And yet they're actually getting, like, don't get me wrong. There are some self-delusional people out here. There are some people who are just delusional as shit. But a lot of these people that you complain about are the same women that are getting men. They're the same women who are actually enjoying themselves with life. They're not sitting back on some fucking podcast. And you know what? You're probably right. They're probably not enjoying themselves because they don't have obscene amounts of money throwing other fucking women under the bus because reasons, right? But you have your money and you have what was that guy that you were in a relationship with? Pearl, what was that guy that you were in a relationship with that was extremely toxic? I'm just saying, you have a happy life, right? You are enjoying the happy life. You are, you know what? You don't even need to. But you're out here on a podcast because if you wanted to, you can go in the kitchen and make me a fucking sandwich, right? Right? Because that's a happy life to you. You're not selfish. You're above the age of 21. Why haven't you popped out any kids? What? You because that is bad for you, but all the other women who haven't, then they're just selfish. Like that's the shit that we're talking about. If you believe in this principle so much, why aren't you in the kitchen making my sandwich? Because you don't believe in it. But let's go.
Why on earth would you, like, that's the other thing. Why on earth would you think you're a 10? Like, Tom Brady's wife, in her prime, that was 10.
But they're getting the relationships that they want. Be it short term or long term. They're getting the relationships they want. Why is it a problem? Again, where's your man? That's not abusive.
That was a 10. You look like her? No. Okay.
And it always goes back to looks with these people. Oh my God, what is her personality like? What is her personality like? Because personality don't matter to these dumb fucks. Because all they think of is looks. If it was based on personality, some of these motherfuckers will never, ever, ever get a partner. But let's go.
All this like self-love bullshit. Oh my god, I'm so tired of hearing about self-love. You guys love yourself enough. Let me tell you, modern women, I swear.
And you don't love yourself enough. You don't love yourself at all. If you really think that modern women are somehow not what they're not they're loving themselves too much because nothing bad is happening to them, I have some shit to tell you. I have some shit to tell you. But let's go.
Swear to God, you love yourself enough. You love yourself more than your husband. You love yourself more than your children, and you love yourself more than your community and your duty. I swear to God.
And there it goes. Nah, y'all bitches need to be popping out kids and reproducing for the white next generation. Because that's all it is. It's why aren't y'all in the kitchen barefoot popping out kids? You're not happy about it? Fuck you. Go make me my motherfucking sandwich. And that's what it comes down to. She is literally making the case for traditional conservatism. That's all it is. This, oh yeah, we're young and hip. No, motherfuckers. Y'all just want somebody to motherfucking not question you and women not to have a choice. That's all this shit is. And I don't see why. Why don't you want somebody to actively choose you? You don't. You just feel like, oh well, if she don't have a choice, I'm the best of the least options. Like I've never understood not wanting to be chosen. I never understood wanting to be somebody forced to be with me. That shit. Don't you want to be with me because of my fucking personality? What the fuck? Now, of course, women want to be with me because of my personality. That's something that they really enjoy. But a lot of these people, they have shit personalities. Case in point, Pearl.
Modern women, you have enough self-love to go around. I swear to Jesus. I swear to Jesus. And I'm not just trying to shit on modern women. Like, I do want to.
She says that 7 minutes into an 11-minute video, shitting on modern women.
Create solutions. And some of the solutions I've talked about on the channel. My first goal is to get 2 million subscribers because I feel like once I get enough like revenue into the channel, I can
pay me. Fuck you, pay me. First goal, fuck you, pay me. Like that is like I say a goal all the time, like and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube and watching more of my shit on Twitch. But literally, it's fuck you, pay me. That's all it is. Fuck you, pay me. But let's go.
Invested into other things. So one of the solutions that I want to come up with is I want to have a wife school. And this is for women. Like, how are women supposed to know how to be wives if they weren't?
Wait, what? Have a wife school? Bitch, make the sandwich with mayo. No, make it with cheese. Roast beef. No, they have a problem with roast beef, don't they? They have a problem with roast beef. Can't say roast beef because, like, yeah. Ham. Yeah, ham. No, they have a problem with pork because reasons. Let's go.
Aren't raised by wives. And a lot of girls, like, they think they can, like, become, it's really weird. They think they can just, like, become feminine by, like, watching some courses and...
Wait, what if I don't want her to be feminine? I just want her to be herself. Like, as if some feminization is gonna make me, like, I will be very honest with you. And this is gonna get me in trouble with the left. I like AFAB women. AFAB people. I really do. I like, it's just my taste. Trans women are women. My general preference is AFAB women. And don't get me wrong, I know a few trans people that they're fucking awesome. And I don't take that away from them at all. But it's how you present. I will date a non-binary AFAB person because it's about how you connect with people. Not just oh yeah, you need to be super feminine and weak and demure and weak and you know deceptive because you only can have power with light power and weak and like no, I don't get why so many guys just want a weak woman. Shit, I'm like I'm like Sasuke but more sociable. Why would I want a weak woman? But let's go.
Like, I'm like, I don't really see that working. Like, I think you need to be around, Ellie, stop it. Stop snoring. Stop it. I think you need to be around like women that were actually wives and know how to get along with a man. And because
again,
of that,
where's your man?
like, I want to make a wife school. And I wouldn't even, people were like, are you going to teach it? I'm like, no, I ain't a wife. Like, what do you mean? No, I want to get people that have like 20, 30 years of marriage experience, 40, 50, whatever it is. Like, and there's like courses on how to like get along with a man, how to like stroke a guy's ego, how to be a guy's peace.
Wait, what? You gotta stroke a guy's ego, be his peace. Wait, what about him? Wait, okay. Maybe because I think of, when you're in a relationship, it should be beneficial for both people. I'm sorry, like, I wouldn't want a woman to just be my peace. Like, if I wanted to hire opposite word, if I want to just have somebody that's just gonna be my peace, I hire a fucking counselor. I don't fucking need somebody to be my peace. I need somebody that has the same strength as I do because I tread places I go places angels feel to tread. I go places, I push myself to a place where, yes, it takes strength to walk with me. I don't need somebody who would be cowering behind me. We need to form a shield wall. A wall where we can actually walk strong fucking together. Side by side. But, all these weak, mediocre motherfuckers, of course they don't want somebody who's strong. Because they're weak themselves. But let's continue.
And cooking, cleaning, like just stuff that like I would
cooking and cleaning. I'm gonna get, like, hire a fucking maid.
What things guys want from a wife. And I want to make a school to help create wives again. Because what are you supposed to do with the modern women? Some will just die alone and be homeless, and that's fine. But like some actually,
again, where is your man? Where's your man? Where is your man? Are you being selfish because you're not letting a man be, you're not being a cum duster for a man? Where is your man? All right, let's go.
I do think want to change and have just been misled. And I really want to be a part of like the solution that can bring like men and women back together.
Then motherfucking tell your incel fan base to like wash their ass. Tell your incel fan base to like stop being assholes for no other reasons but besides somebody said no to them. Do that. Like, do that. But yeah, let's go.
Even you can even do like honest ratings on there where like I show guys girls and it's not meant to like break your ego, but like ask them like, would you date her based on her looks?
Again, it's just looks. It's not about personality. It's not about how a woman may behave. It's not about how he may feel or he may be excited about her. It's just looks. Sure. If that's what you think that a relationship should be built on, long-lasting relationship should be built on, just looks, then I don't know what to fucking tell you. But let's go.
Is she good looking enough for you to be with? Because I think as women, like a lot of times we conflate attention with Like, we think that we're on the level of the guys we get attention from, and we're just not. And I think, maybe honest conversations about like where you fall and what guys would actually date.
Again, it's still just looks. That's all it is. It's just looks. It has nothing to do with whether they mesh or if they work well together. It's just looks. Does she not get it? Does she not get it? But let's go.
You, I think could be helpful. I don't know. Could be. Femininity classes, and I'm not gonna sell anything I haven't done. So but this is how I think. Like, I'm just very solution oriented. And I was also trying to think of like a school for men. And I don't know exactly what I would put in that school. I would not be the one teaching it.
Exactly. Because you don't want to seem like you're just shitting on women, but hey, why don't they wash their ass? Why don't they actually treat people like humans? Why don't they just stop wishing death upon women because they're upset because nobody wants to touch their pee-pee? Like, what the fuck? I don't. All right, sure. Let's go.
But you could do a school on like game, and you could do a school on like setting boundaries with a girl, and you could get all the red pill.
Wait. How about a school on teacher consent? Communication, not game. How about that? But no. That'd be too much like right. How about a school on not being so fucking angry? Like, how about teaching that school? But let's continue.
Coaches to like come in and like coach these people in person, and you pay X amount of dollars, and you can come once a year, and like I don't know. This is just a working.
I think their problem is they're only coming once a year. Okay, being an asshole.
Idea, so don't quote me on this. But the thing is, like, how many women have really pursued a man more than a degree, right?
Wait, what? Again, these conservatives, these crying conservative, they just want women dumb and dependent on a man. But a man's supposed to be independent and shit like this. But they just want a woman dumb and dependent on a man. I'm sorry. I would rather have a woman choose me. I would rather have a woman where she is actively choosing to be with me versus somebody who has no other choice. That's stupid. That just says that you think that you offer nothing to a partner other than your money or your quote-unquote looks. It is incredibly telling. That the first criticism is how many women would pursue a man versus a degree. A lot of women pursue men over degrees. That's not a problem. No, the problem is that the ones that these guys, quote unquote, want, they want a smart chick, but want her dumb enough that they can control them. They want a woman to be strong enough to take care of a household, but weak enough to be told what the fuck to do. You can't get both. Some of the strongest women in the fucking world are women who have to take care of a household. Some of the smartest women in the world are some of the women who have to take care of a household. But when they start doing that, there's a fucking issue. These are the same people, these are the same fucking guys that will sit back and bitch and complain about, oh, why is she asking me to take out the garbage? Why is she asking me to do this? Why is she asking me to fix this house? But they want a fucking homemaker. They don't care. All they care about is not fucking putting in effort. But let's continue.
How many women are really going to put the dreams of the family above Ellie? Sorry, my dog's snoring. So, I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Sorry, this is kind of a rant. But let me know in the comments what solutions you see that could bring men and women back together.
Really? Having a more supportive fucking welfare state where people choose to be together and not just forced because of financial obligations. Putting more communication putting a class of communication, not game, not trickery, but putting forth a class of communication for people. How about this? Offering motherfucking free mental health counseling. How about that? How about the abolishment of actual marriage or making marriage a 1 year contractual term? Where at the end of that year, you decide, hey, do we still want to be together? Like that shit right there. Make it a choice for people and not just some fucking obligation. I think that'll help out a lot. But anyway, thank you for watching this clip. You can actually find me streaming Monday and Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. on YouTube TV or Twitch TV and shit like that. And yeah, we're gonna cut this segment here. All right. Like shit like this, man. I don't know. I don't see why people are so gung ho about making women go back to the kitchen. Shit, I like the fact that. Okay, maybe because I'm polying in the lifestyle that I like women having a choice because I get chosen. And this is somebody who has had grace since he was 14 and is not the skinniest person in the world, but I still get chosen because I treat women with respect. Or I guess they call that simping, right? Motherfucker, get the fuck out of here. Oh man. Ouch. What time is it? Have you guys seen that? I'm all my anime fans. Have you guys seen that? Like, I've watched reactions from it. I've watched it multiple times. That Road to Ninja Naruto 20-year remaster that they did. I would really fucking love for them to actually do that as a like remaster all of Naruto like they did. Like, well, a better version of Dragon Ball Z Kai. Oh, that would be fucking awesome. All right. So, let's see something. I am so. You know what? And I will say this. I am so far behind in some of the shit that I have to do as far as YouTube and videos. Like, I have, like, shorts be hidden, man. Shorts be fucking hidden. For some reason, shorts be hidden, but, you know. Yeah. Let's do another video right quick. Alright, so. You know what? It was this guy that I was watching on YouTube. One time he said he can beat up Spider-Man. Of course, it was bullshit and he was stupid. But he thought he was just awesome because he said Spider-Man was a wimp because because he said he will be forcing Mary Jane to like fuck him because he's Spider-Man, and that sounded a lot like you're gonna fuck me. You don't know how to what you say to you. Yeah, we were talking about Andrew Tate. Yes, that motherfucker actually said that he would force women to sleep with him if he was Spider-Man because reasons. Yeah, because reasons. But let's go. Andrew Tate made an appearance recently on Piers Morgan. And boy, did some of the incels get mad because he was made to look like a fucking fool. But let's see how mediocre male trials actually thought about this whole video and shit. Let's go.
So it looks like Andrew Tate went to the Piers Morgan show for some smoke. So let's get active.
Well, this summer, every major social media platform banned Tate amid a global backlash and concerns about his influence on the young people.
All right. So I'm going to actually say this. Piers Morgan is a piece of shit. And disclaimer, me agreeing anytime with Piers Morgan is not an actual promotion of his ideas, his ideology. It's literally me agreeing with the point and not necessarily thinking that he's all the time right. It's just one of the things that happens when you have two opposing sides. That being said, he makes Andrew Tate look like a fool. But I'm going to respond to the video talking about this versus just the video that Andrew Tate did. But let's go.
People who watch him. The copies of his videos are still shared millions of times every day. This show is called Uncensored. One of the challenges views directly, so he flew from Romania to sit here in this studio, and the full explosive interview airs later this week. Here's a bit of what's to come.
Yeah, Romania, where he said he moved to because of more lax sex laws. Yeah, that was the thing that happened because of reasons. But let's go.
Do you respect women?
Absolutely. Why wouldn't I?
Do you think that 18, 19-year-old women are more attractive than 25-year-old women?
I think there's a...
This is what pissed a lot of these incels off. Because, I'll tell you why. What Andrew Tate and people like Andrew Tate actually believe is that if a woman has more experience, then that makes them less in some kind of way. In reality, what it just says is that she can judge you by your performance in bed. And why is that important? Well, here's the thing. Nobody wants to fuck somebody who is bad in bed. That's just the thing. No man, definitely no woman wants to have sex with somebody who's bad in bed. And if you think that's the case, I challenge you to tell me why you're so scared. Why, if you think that's the case, that somebody with inexperience is actually better in bed than somebody that knows their way around a penis, I challenge you. Why do you feel that? Why do you feel that way? Do you think because they understand how they're supposed to enjoy their bodies, that's a bad thing, and that you just can't just give them any old thing and they're just supposed to be happy with it? Like, is that what it is? Is that what it is? But let's go.
attractive people? That's a loaded question. I don't know.
Well, it's not really, is it?
I can't.
You know
say,
why I'm asking you?
Of course I do, but I can't sit
Well,
here and
for
say.
the benefit of viewers who don't know why I'm asking, you said this. In general, this is also one of the reasons men find youth attractive. You want to block the internet? I'll block the internet right effing now. The reason...
He looks so fucking... Like, look at this motherfucker's face. Look at this motherfucker's face. It's like, oh shit, he caught me. He caught me. He caught me what he's about to say. Oh shit, he caught me. He looks so... And like, look, I'm going to say this, and I know it's been said. Andrew Tate is the last motherfucker to talk about somebody's looks. He's the last person to talk about somebody's looks. But, you know, because reasons... Because he... Okay, so... And he said it. Because he made money off of taking advantage of men. Because he ran a campsite. And he ran a campsite, and up to my knowledge, he still does the campsite. He made a business off of taking advantage of men and taking their money. Not even the women taking their money. The men taking the money from these guys in order to say that the guys who give him money are bad or simps or shit like that. He made a living off of that shit. But it's okay when he does it, but when a woman does it, then, like, you know, it's a problem. He doesn't care about you. He cares about your money. And selling you his foolproof plan of making sure that, you can know just as much as he does, but you don't. But let's go.
18 and 19-year-olds are more attractive than 25-year-olds is because they've been through less. People say, oh, you can't say that. But yes, I can. A 19-year-old is more attractive than a 26-year-old woman, and I'll tell you why. Because that 26-year-old has talked to more guys, been to the club more times, been effed and dumped more times, more arguments, more mess, more for me to clean up. That is misogyny.
Why?
No,
because
it's not.
you are encouraging a mind.
Yeah, it is. It is. And it's cowardice. It's also a weakness. And it's acknowledgement that you can't please a woman. It's acknowledgement that, hey, I think because a woman has had more experience, then I won't be able to fool her or trick her as much as I think I could. That's what it is. It is that. That's all it is. But let's go.
Said about 25-year-old women that makes them sound out to be infinitely less desirable than 18, 19-year-olds, and having effectively been having too much sex to be taken in a more respectful way.
misogyny.
Well, firstly, even if that was the case,
this motherfucker's down at the bottom like that's not misogyny. Yes, it is. But you're so steeped in the misogyny that's like asking a fish how's the water. It's misogyny, dog. It's misogyny. It is. You're saying that a woman's only value is how many dicks she has not had. Like, are you super valuable because you haven't had a lot of pussy? Like, is that what it is too? Like, okay, if you want to go by that logic, are you super valuable by how much pussy you have not had? Let's go.
that wouldn't be misogyny.
But what did you mean by what you said?
That's not misogyny because it's not anti-women. I'm saying that an 18 or a 19-year-old woman would be more desirable.
Pretty anti-25-year-old woman.
Anti-25-year-old women we can argue, but not misogyny.
Well, that's misogyny.
That's, no, it's not.
No, it's
Being
not.
anti any woman at all is misogyny.
Not when I'm...
Pay attention to what he said.
He's getting mad. It's not misogyny. I don't understand why. Because if you think that a woman's value is her purity, that's fucking misogyny, you dumb fucks. Okay, let's go. Yes, I'm the one who plays games. I play games all the time. I'm playing a game right now.
Anti-woman at all is misogyny. That's not true. This is the damn issue. If you criticize any component of woman, it is deemed as anti-woman. So if I...
No. So, get it right. The problem comes when you criticize a woman for exercising her freedom and choice, and that angers you. That's misogyny. The fact that a woman can have multiple sex partners, that's not a problem. But when you criticize her, even though it would be good for a man to have multiple sex partners, that's misogyny. That's also a double standard or something called, hypocrisy, which a lot of you guys don't actually get. What are those black spots in your hand? What black spots in my hand, dog? But let's go.
Criticize any component of the employees that work up to me. Does that mean that I'm anti-employee? No. This is the issue right here. Let's keep going, though.
Wait. How? On my shoulders. Oh, no. Those are scars because I actually work out. And I ride my bike, and sometimes I get mosquito bites. That's what those are. But let's continue.
Not when I'm saying that women are beautiful and attractive at a certain age and saying that age.
You're saying 18, 19 are more attractive than 25.
Well, then ageist perhaps, but misogynistic absolutely
Is that
not.
but you just accepted it was misogyny.
No, I didn't. You said it was misogyny. I'm telling you, no, it's not.
If a 26-year-old woman is watching this and has heard those comments,
Yeah.
would you just say to her, look, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that?
No, I won't. I will say that I am sorry that offends you. However, there's a large contingent of the world.
That doesn't mean you're...
Okay, so this is something that is... I will actually give credit where credit is fucking due. It's not an apology. And for people who say, well, I'm sorry that offends you, that's not an apology. No. It is different saying, I'm sorry that something offends you, and I'm sorry that you are upset. you are upset about something that I did. There's a slight difference in the wording, but it's an acknowledgement that, hey, something I did caused you harm, so I do apologize for that. But to say somebody, I'm sorry that offends you, that's not the same thing. And you know what? He is right for calling it out. He's not sorry. He just wants to be an asshole. What art do I make? I make several different types of art. I actually have art on my webpage. You can follow my art here at my webpage at Crimson60620 and wixsite.com/home. Okay, you aren't entitled to not getting your feelings hurt. True, you're not entitled to getting your feelings hurt. That is correct. And by the same token, none of these assholes aren't entitled to getting their feelings hurt. They're not speaking the truth, they're speaking their fucking opinion. And that's what is most upsetting to people like this, because wait, you telling me something that I don't like either. Like, okay, yeah, so the fuck what? Shut the fuck up and take it. All right, let's go.
You're sorry.
No, I'm not sorry. That's the point I'm making. I'm sorry if that offends you. However, there's a large contingent of the world that believe that, and I was mediating for a conversation.
Parts of the world that believe that about 26-year-old women are parts of the world where women are not allowed out on their own.
That's a conversation.
They have to wear full burqas.
And see, there it goes. There it goes. For you to believe this bullshit, you have to accept that then women shouldn't have any choices. They shouldn't have any fucking agency and their property. That's the thing. And Pierce is correct with this. Pierce is very correct with this. And unfortunately, people like Andrew Tate and his elk, are just don't understand that the natural conclusion of the shit that they actually say is that women should be kept at home where nobody can see them, and they should be treated as property, or they don't have any value. Sorry for cutting you out of my May You Show Me Your Art, please. As soon as we finish the segment, we're gonna go to it. But you know what? I will put my website in here. Here's the website that you can actually go to. But let's get back to the video.
Well, that's a
They're
conversation.
not
to
allowed
have.
to drive cars.
That's nothing to do with
But
it.
is that the kind of world for women that you...
Wait. Andrew Tate. Did not he just pass up on a whole conversation about women not being able to drive cars? Did he just pass that up? Wait, it's an information war, bro. Don't fall for their ideology. What ideology is that? I'm confused. What ideology is that? Oh, a crystal sword. But let's continue.
I was mediating a conversation.
I'm asking you what you think.
I don't live in a country where that happens.
So you're using that as the excuse for why you're not sorry for saying it.
It's not an
Is that there are
excuse.
parts of the world where this is fine? So my question to you is, well, do you think it's fine?
This is super disingenuous. To just say that certain portions of the world value less lewd women, more modest women, and then equate that to oppressive patriarchal societies is fallacious as hell. And also,
It's true, though. Hold on 1 second. Here. Let's see something. Yep, here it goes. My website. It actually shows me the art. If you scroll down, This is the website. And it has my art here. All my art. But let's get back to the video. Alright, so let's get back to the video. He says he wants women to be equivalent of what they are in Saudi Arabia. Yeah, he does. Andrew Tate would not have a problem with that.
Society, since the beginning of time, virgin wives were more valued than the village bicycle. Andrew didn't create this in...
Wait, my man. I know you don't want to go back to ancient times or past times and live by all of those standards. I know you don't. If you do, then maybe you have some kinks that you need to work out. Like, do you get, like, things that have been done in the past aren't exactly all right? I mean, like, to quote, MLK, the arc of history bends towards justice. Ancient times didn't have much freedom. I don't know what else to say to you, man. Like, what? Wait, what? But let's go. It's too much modern shit for me to want to live in the past. I want to make a better future. But let's go.
Poof, all of these men just follow Andrew because he says these types of things. Evolution created this. Pre-antibiotics, if you were to have unprotected sex to a young bicycle, then you might get an STI.
You know what? Wait, what? Like, wait, what? Oh, God. Did he just say... Pre-antibiotics, you dumb fuck. You may not have lived past it. Like, the fuck? Like, not just talking about STI. There are antibiotics that, save our lives from, like, just simple shit. Oh, my God. Okay, let's go.
Which may end up being a death sentence. Or if you are having sex with a young woman that is known for being promiscuous, then truth be told, you won't know if you were the father of her child. But if you call out these very logical conclusions, then you get labeled as a misogynist? Holy moly.
I don't think it's fine. I live in a world where...
I as if you guys will be motherfucking good father material anyway. No, you won't. I'm sorry. Like, these people that say this shit have no idea what it's like to be a fucking parent. They have no idea. And they wouldn't know what it was like to be a parent. Because they're too fucking spoiled, bratty ass kids that want a woman to take care of them as if they're second mommy. That they can fuck and be a living nanny. Like, this tell me you don't know how to have relationships without saying you don't know how to have relationships. It is telling that a lot of these incel motherfuckers are incredibly codependent on people. Are incredibly just selfish and self-entitled and angry. It's incredible about this shit. But let's continue.
I don't think it's fun.
The reason
This isn't that hard, Andrew. You can simply say, Piers, you know what? With the benefit of hindsight, I wish I hadn't said it like that.
Are you gonna let him talk?
If a 26-year-old woman's watching, I'm sorry I said that, because that actually...
He looks like a fucking deer in the headlights. As much, and the thing about it is, what you see with a lot of these manosphere motherfuckers, I'm going to be very honest with you. A lot of these manosphere motherfuckers, they can't talk to somebody that has a opposite position of them that can clearly articulate. They're so fucking used to talking to people that they can trigger. But let it be somebody that can actually have a conversation. You look like someone who is cowering. How? But yeah, sure. Let's go.
Is blatantly misogynist, and even though that's a view held by other parts of the world, it's not a view I share. Now, I would respect you more if you said that. But if you try and say, but it's said in other parts of the world, so I'm not sorry.
I think
that doesn't tell me what you think.
Then you need to understand why my content existed in the first place. My content existed because...
To prey on lonely men and actually tell them it's not their fault. They're okay with being pieces of shit like they should be. That they should actually... It's the woman's fault because reasons, and the women have it all good even though they don't. And no, your problem is the fact that not that you don't have a good job, or not the fact that, you know, society is having a stratification of income where most people, they can't enjoy the fruits of their fucking labor because, you know, capitalism and shit like that, right? No. It's because women who are facing some of the same problems that men are facing are keeping sex away from them some kind of way. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But let's continue.
Because I tried my very hardest to be an absolute and utter realist, especially with uncomfortable truth. I was pointing out that very uncomfortable...
Is that a truth?
It's an uncomfortable truth in many parts of the world. It's not a truth that I'm happy about.
An inquest this week found that a 14-year-old girl, Molly Russell, died from an active...
I was pointing out that very uncomfortable...
Is that a truth?
It's an uncomfortable truth in many parts of the world. It's not a truth that I'm happy about.
An inquest...
They're not even going to let him finish his answer during this preview. A lot of this is just to generate a lot of views to show that Piers Morgan and his existing audience want to see Andrew fail. So they're going to cut off certain portion like that where Andrew may have had a good answer.
I don't think you know who the fuck Piers Morgan is. Piers Morgan is not some liberal, bleeding heart lefty. Piers Morgan is a fucking conservative, and he will harken back to those Mad Men 1950s shit. That's not who Piers Morgan is. Piers Morgan is a piece of shit that threw a fucking tantrum live on air because he couldn't be as real talking to the truth as he wants to be. That's who Piers Morgan is. Like, you're not talking to somebody like me who like think that people should have, you know, equal rights and women should choose who the fuck and what the fuck and when the fuck they want to fuck. He's talking to Piers Morgan, albeit more media trained than Andrew Tate's dumbass, who's probably taking a few too many kicks to the head. This is Piers Morgan. It's like that time where Ben Shapiro was talking to that one guy who Ben Shapiro tried to accuse of being a liberal and was like head of the fucking British Conservative Party. It's like they don't do any fucking research on the people that they think that they can talk to. And they're so used to, I don't know, weak people, little kids that are mesmerized when somebody's popular is talking to them. No, fuck these dudes. Fuck these dudes in particular. But let's continue.
But anyway, let's get to this next portion, which was edited in.
This week found that a 14-year-old girl, Molly Russell, died from an act of self-harm while suffering from depression and the negative effects of online content. The coroner said she was exposed to material that may have influenced her in a negative way, and in addition, was horrible. Depression had become a much more serious depressive illness, and she very sadly took her life.
That's absolutely disgusting.
Right. Her
terrible.
father's campaign for better protections against potentially dangerous social media algorithms, right? It says that the particularly graphic content she saw romanticized acts of self-harm, normalized her condition, and focused on a limited and irrational view without any counterbalance of normality. First of all, what is your...
So, here's the thing. And again, this is something that I will say to the high fucking heavens. There is a lot of problems with social media that's causing a lot of people to do self-harm. Duh, shit. Like, and water is sticky. And the sky is clear but reflects off blue lights and shit like that. There are a lot of things in this world where it's just very fucking bad. It's very fucking bad. And what a lot of people don't realize is it's hard not just for men, it's hard for women too, and non-binary people. The shit is fucking hard. And it's telling. It is telling, it is very telling, that a lot of people don't want to recognize that. They only see the problem from one end. I personally think that we should have a rewrite on the whole economic system that we're dealing with that feeds into, well, let's feed into this fucked up ass issue in order to make everybody seem the same or doing better than what they actually are. I have a problem with Instagram models and Instagram, both men and women, because it's setting up a lie. Not everybody is happy. Not everybody is rich as perceives on Instagram, but because it pushes a narrative that you can sell to people, of course companies are going to push that shit. But it's not a fault of, in particular, like women showing their asses on social media. I can really give two fucks about who shows their asses or their abs on social media. I don't. It's about your personality and how are you and what's your mind like? What's your heart like? That's what matters to me. Now, if she can like set the golf ball through a garden hose, it's also pretty good. All right. Oh God, let's go.
Response to that. Nothing to do with you.
Yeah,
That's
the first thing. Yeah, it is nothing to do with me. The fact that a 14-year-old girl took her life is truly sad. The world we live in today is the world we live in. The fact that something like that happened is almost mind-blowing to me. That's truly sad. I actually feel sad inside to see something like that.
What has come clear to me in the interview is that a lot of things you say you wouldn't say now that you've said before.
I'd say it differently, perhaps.
Yeah, right. So to me, that's an acceptance. Not just that you want to get back on platforms, because maybe that was one of the reasons you were no platform, but that you've recognized and understood that.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna say anything I need to actually make sure that I can get back on platform and make my money. Because let's be honest, he makes his money off of the different platforms that he's on. That's how he makes his money. He makes his money off of selling shit to people. That's how he makes his money. And yeah, of course, he's gonna say anything and everything to get back on platform. I just thought the turn would actually be quicker. I mean, it will be slower than what it is, but this turn is pretty quick, especially with him. Especially with the shit that's going on, he's trying to get back on these platforms quick as hell. But let's go.
The potential harm to the wrong kind of impressionable mind by some of the things you've said. Would that be fair?
What they're doing is very dirty. It's very disingenuous to juxtapose this story regarding this young girl and what happened to her because she was exposed to self-harm content. And then in this edit, not to let Andrew fully answer, and then to juxtapose a part of the interview where he's talking through how he would change some of his words because how it is received by people later is, honestly, from a media perspective, it's genius because it's going to get a lot more people to watch the content.
Oh, okay. They're a media company. Wait. Okay. All right, sure. Let's go.
Content. But I just think that it's dirty the way that they do that. I mean, this is the issue with mainstream media that we talk about so often. Are they really going to represent your points uninterrupted, unedited? And from Pierce, it seems like no.
I think that's 80% fair. I recognize and understand that with massive fame,
yes,
you have to be more careful about being misconstrued.
I just said
earlier, 1% of people misunderstanding you doesn't matter with a small audience. It matters with a very large audience.
Facts.
With power comes responsibility.
Yes.
I still believe the things I say. I do not want to be a negative force for the world. I also understand that I am a man who's lived a very difficult, nuanced life, and I am capable of making nuanced points that may be misunderstood by teenagers.
Misunderstood. Where did they misunderstand it, and where did it go wrong? That you would actually. So he just said that I know people misunderstand me, but I'm not going to take back what I said. I'm not going to clarify either. If you're not going to clarify if the people have a misunderstanding, did they really misunderstand you? Like, really? Like, if you don't think you need to clarify what you said and they have it wrong, then did they truly misunderstand you? Or is it that you don't like the outcomes of what they understood from what you're saying? Is that what it is? Because if you just don't like the outcomes of what was said, then fuck tough shit. You said it. You don't take anything back. Cool. that's fine. You're wrong, and you're deserving of the fact that people banned you, but you don't take anything back, remember? You started, somebody got offended. Okay. I don't care. Then stay off the platforms. Stay off their platforms and just be cool with it. But let's continue.
However, that can be said about anybody and everything. Every opinion online can be misunderstood by children. Trying to protect children from the internet is a very interesting subject in and of itself, because I would argue that 80% of the content on the internet is going to be negative or detrimental to a young mind that doesn't understand the world.
It could be. Okay, that's it. Let's share some thoughts right now.
All right. So let's hear this motherfucker. Carry water for Andrew Tate. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
First things first, just as I touched on a second ago, it is really out of